teaching yoga. I especially love teaching yoga to people who are brand new to it. To watch people get on their mats and start out maybe a little frazzled or a little disconnected, and then sometimes hesitatingly go into certain postures and start to feel their bodies. And especially with newer students, I can see sometimes a look of concern on their faces, like, really, you want me to stay here? You want me to feel this? And then on the other side, to see just in their bodies, just in their posture, a sense of greater ease. So really, to sum it up, what I love about teaching yoga is getting to hold space for the human experience, getting to say to people what I imagine, unless they're going to yoga classes all the time or have found a community that really mirrors this to them, most people aren't being told, hey, it's normal that you feel this way. It's okay that this might come up for you. Most people, I think, internalize messaging that says, I'm supposed to feel good all the time, and they're concerned that not feeling good is like a big secret that they have. That I often joke that we think we're the most messed up person in the room and that everybody else really has it all together. And so as a teacher, the thing that really juices me is speaking to the normalcy of the human experience, speaking to what it really means to be free, which isn't being perfect, and really breaking down why being embodied is the process by which we can get to feeling more free in ourselves. I love helping usher people into their bodies in a really safe way without attachment. And I love holding that loving space for them because I know it's something that has served me so well, that getting to give that back just means the world to me.
The thing that really strikes me about it again and again, and it's been over 20 years for me now, but this is something that always surprises me and touches me when it happens, is that there are people who take my class and they come consistently, and this type of person I sometimes have a hard time reading. They don't give away what their experience is, and sometimes my stuff gets activated and I think, well, they don't really seem to like my class, but they keep coming back. Maybe the time just works for them. And when that person comes to me after 6 months or a year or 2 years and says, you know, Julian, I just want to thank you so much for the experience that you create in your classes. Because when I first started coming, I was going through this really difficult time. You know, with one person, they just lost a parent. With someone else, they were going through a divorce. Someone else maybe was recovering from a serious illness. And they say to me, being in this room really helped me over time to heal and to feel better, and I wanted to let you know that. And when a moment like that happens and sort of takes me by surprise, you know, because there are other people who it's apparent, and they'll come and they'll hug you and they'll smile and they'll tell you why they love the class, which is also really, really lovely. But to know that you're touching someone else's life in this really meaningful way that they appreciate, and to sort of be surprised by that because it wasn't apparent to the naked eye, or maybe my own stuff was getting in the way. It's just one of those things that it's priceless, and it's unlike anything else that I experience in my life.
I love teaching yoga because I like telling stories, and I think of it as the same kind of thing. I'm a writer, and the way my brain works is I like to pull pieces from over here and over here and over here and weave it together into some kind of story that touches people, that moves people, that creates transformation. And so for me, teaching yoga is a way of writing a story. You know, it's bringing together what's going on in my life right now that I'm working with, that I'm learning, and how do I put that in such a way that it's not personal, but that it speaks to people on a personal level. And what poems would I bring in that would help weave that theme through the class, and what postures would be good physical metaphors for looking at that theme, and you know, where do I want to build the class and bring it back down, and what's the tone and the energy that I want to create in the space. So it's really about, like, I've never thought of it this way, but like this interactive story where when I come into the room and I get to see what people are bringing and what I'm bringing, I can weave all these pieces together into something that transports all of us. Because actually, I think one of my most favorite parts of teaching is after all of that has happened and people are in Shavasana and I'm sitting in front of the room and looking around at this room full of adults that are all curled up on their mats or that are all lying quietly on their mats. And that moment when they get up from Shavasana and everybody's rolled over to the side, it's like such a quiet, intimate moment that I always feel so honored to get to witness, to get to be a part of. That when everyone comes back up to sitting, it's like we've been somewhere together. And that's what I love.